guys. Welcome to the Women of Vision show. Happy Tuesday. It's a Tuesday Monday. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but having Monday off has kind of thrown me off a bit. So, yes, welcome to the Women of Vision show. It is Tuesday, not Monday.
That's right.
And I'm your host, Haley Clendenning, and I'm sitting down tonight with, of course, my co-host,
Maurice Brown. Hi, everybody.
How are you guys doing? Hopefully everyone's had a good day today. The weather's been beautiful.
Beautiful. Oh, my goodness.
It has been really nice. So we're doing our first over-the-phone interview tonight, too, which is kind of fun. We're going to be talking with Sarah Morales, who is one of our Ashland sisters up in the Ashland tribe. And I've yet to actually meet Sarah yet, so I'm very excited to sit down and get a chance to talk with her tonight.
Yeah, Sarah, I met her when we opened Ashland, our Ashland chapter last year, and this woman has a radiant energy and just amazing energy and vibes. So I'm super excited to have her on tonight. Sarah lives in Southern Oregon with her husband and 2 young boys. She's a longtime nurse who has traveled the country working in emergency rooms and was also part of a small trauma team that ran a very large and high-paced level 1 trauma center in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Wow.
That's intense.
She says her call to serve and nurture and uplift others has been present since she was a young child. And over the years, she has learned that her ability to impact the lives of others can be multiplied through entrepreneurship. She is here to share her story of how she has discovered that being an entrepreneur is a skill and a mindset, and helping more women understand that entrepreneurship is the answer to a life, a more fulfilled life.
I'm very curious to talk to her now, because to go from being a nurse... Hi, Sarah, are you on the line?
I am. Hi.
Yeah, I thought I heard a giggle. I'm like, hey, she's there.
Hey, girl, how are you doing?
Hi, girl. I'm good. I miss you. I need to see you soon.
Same.
Oh, my gosh. Well, the last couple of times that we've scheduled trips to come up, too, I feel like the weather has prohibited. So I'm so excited to meet all of you ladies, and I haven't even had a chance, but...
Yeah, getting over that pass can be tricky some months out of the year, and then once you get over it, you're fine.
So awesome. So you live in Southern Oregon?
I do.
Okay, but you're part of our Ashland tribe. I guess we haven't quite crossed over into Oregon yet. So do you get to Ashland often?
Yeah, I actually live in a small town like 2 miles outside of Ashland. It's all kind of... it's very easy to hop from one little town to another, but essentially it's like an addition, a suburb of Ashland.
Oh, well, that's perfect then. No wonder. That makes sense. You're close.
I'm really close. I used to live kind of far out, but I would drive 40 minutes to go to Ashland and see my sisters, and it's just a great place to connect. The energy is really nice here.
I love that. I need to get up and meet you ladies, but that's so great that you take the time to, still come out and be a part of your Women of Vision tribe and be with your Ashland ladies, because it is important to surround yourself with like-minded women and that push you and drive you to be better versions of yourself.
So important, yes. There's a lot of competition in the world. So from the first time, especially among women, and from the first time, Maurice came up and we met some of the gals that were already running the tribes, and, just from the mission statement about collaboration and not competition and uplifting each other and filling up that cup and going home to be better wives and mothers, and then it just trickles out into your community. And I actually had lunch with another gal today that, we just met. We hit it off, and I think she'll be coming to our Friday meeting. So she was really into that. And so, yeah, just meeting like-minded women who are all about the same vibrations,
Yeah, I love that about you, Sarah. You really take the mission to yourself. I mean, you resonate with it, and you're helping that chapter grow. So I'm so excited. And I believe we have new leadership out there. It's Becky Hacker, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And
and Rachel and Natalie. And they're amazing women as well. So it's a leadership team now. Jamie was, she's a wonderful, vibrant person, and she's just being called to do something amazing. But also there's just so many things that we can do with your vision and with this tribe and getting it started up here. And I think the leadership team was a really great move.
I think so too.
Yeah, and I love the way that you said that. Honestly, that whole little spot there was perfect, because I think it really sums up what Women of Vision is and what we do want to accomplish. So that was very poignant, my dear.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you're in Southern Oregon, but where are you from originally?
Well, kind of a rolling stone here. We moved a lot, mostly all over Central California and Northern California. And then my mom kind of played a cruel trick on us, but it was for our own good. We moved up to very northern Idaho for high school.
Oh, that's a change.
Yeah. But Monterey Bay area is where I feel most nostalgic.
Oh, I love Monterey. It's so beautiful. I mean, you can't go wrong being by the ocean anyways.
Right.
Okay, so you kind of, what was the path then to getting to Southern Oregon?
So I guess in my rebellion to be like, I will not be around snow. Northern Idaho is very heavy winters, very brutal winters where you wouldn't see the snow or the sun for like 6 months out of the year. Very low-lying clouds, just not enough sunshine for me. A lot of people who are like big snow bunnies, they're like, yeah, cheer it up, I love it up there. But I need that sun, and so I applied and started my nursing prerequisites at Arizona State down in Tempe. No snow for sure, but I'd always grown up around water and greenery and, mountains, and I kind of was missing that. So I applied for transfer, and I found this nursing school here in Southern Oregon, and I loved I had just only seen it online, and I got accepted, and so I threw everything in my hatchback, and I strapped my mountain bike to the back of my little 89 Acura Integra coupe, and took off. And so I came here never having been here, and I love it here.
Oh, my gosh, I love that. You're such a rebel because I feel like I don't know, I don't have that story, you know what I mean? I don't have, like, the big adventure that I took off and, like, did anything crazy, and that is so brave. Because how old were you?
Let's see, I was 19.
Yeah, nice. I went to Chico State from Redding. It was a real leap. But yeah, I bet you were excited to get back to the warm weather and everything.
Yeah, it's very nice here because, we have the mountains around us and we can go play in the snow. And like once a winter, it might snow a couple inches on the valley floor, and then it's like gone the next day. So we're like, ooh, snow day. But pretty much even through the winter, it'll get cold, but we have the sunshine, and then we have, the normal, classical, people think of spring and fall, and then we have a hot summer, and we have lakes and rivers. So I feel like it's beautiful. We have wine country. We have outdoor. It's like an outdoor playground, and it's just a gem here.
Yeah, it's a perfect spot for you. Sounds like it. So,
yeah.
Sarah, if you don't mind me asking, what inspired you to pursue a career in nursing?
I've always just cared for people, even very, very deeply. My mom said I always tended to people, they're sick, and I wanted to learn about what was going on. I've been fascinated by the human body and science and education, and it was also a very stable career because, we didn't have a lot of stability growing up, so I knew that it was, job security. But I also was named after my grandmother, Sarah, and she was a nurse, and she was kind of a badass. Back in the 50s, when nurse anesthetist wasn't really like a big thing, she was one of the first ones, and that's where you administer like sedation and pain medication for procedures and surgeries. And I don't know, I just really loved that it was caring for people, but it was a combination of science, and it was, an admirable profession, and it's something that has really defined me over the years. I can say it with pride. It's a great community to be a part of.
Well, and that's a very admirable career for sure because, it makes me tongue-tied because it's something I definitely could not do. So we definitely need to touch more on that when we come back because we're going to be hitting a little commercial break here at KCNR 96.5 FM, 1460 AM. And before we hit the commercial break, though, we do want to mention a couple of our amazing sponsors for our show so you guys can listen to us. We've got Linda Lingo, who is a financial coach, and she's amazing. Sarah Beck with Legal Shield. Jessie Baldwin, health coach. I don't know if you guys got to catch her show last week or not, but she was on, so you could always catch up with her. And then also Patty Nadeau, I hope I pronounced your name correctly, at Bargain Books and More. She's got a new shop open, so go check that out. And we will be back here shortly after our commercial break.
Bill, Susan, you guys look amazing. What's the secret?
Our new Sleep Number 360 smart bed. He chooses the comfort on his side. I choose mine. We feel incredible.
Ooh, I heard about that. Can it really help you fall asleep faster?
Yes, by gently warming our feet on either side.
But can it help keep you asleep?
Yes, it senses our movements and automatically adjusts to keep us both comfortable all night.
I don't think it's a secret anymore.
Sleep Number. This is not a bet. It's proven quality sleep. From $9.99.
We are Women of Vision.
Hi, I'm Haley Clandenning.
And I'm Maurice Brown.
Join us for the Women of Vision show Tuesday nights from 6 to 7.
Women of Vision is a movement, women empowering women, locally and globally. We connect female professionals and entrepreneurs and encourage women to collaborate and achieve their personal and professional goals.
With a spirit of integrity and excellence, we will motivate you to thrive, activating your unique abilities. Join us Tuesday nights from 6 to 7 on KCNR 96.5 FM.
SST Oil on Wyndham Lane in Reading, your source for specialty fuels and oils, including kerosene and low-sulfur fuel oil. They feature Toyotomi heating systems and on-demand water heaters. Save $100 on a new Toyotomi home water heater and ask about special savings for residents affected by the Carr fire. Locally owned SST Oil, supporting the community through summer fires and winter snows. Stay warm and cozy with Toyotomi and SST Oil. 241-1167. 241-1167.
The value of banking local comes in being able to walk into the lobby, see the president, and be called by your first name, knowing that lending decisions are made locally by people you call neighbor or serve alongside when supporting a worthy cause. There's confidence in knowing that when you place your trust in Cornerstone Community Bank, you not only help yourself, you support the town you call home. Stop by one of our Reading or Red Bluff branches or visit us online at bankcornerstone.com. Cornerstone Community Bank. We invite you to experience how we are moving local dreams forward.
Hi, this is Judy Maxwell. Life can happen in an instant. Sometimes you plan for it, like retirement or taking care of your family. Sometimes it's a surprise, like a winter storm with home or property damage. Sometimes it may be an unexpected accident or illness or even a premature death. Whatever life throws at you, you'll wish you had gotten the right insurance when you had the chance. That's where Maxwell Insurance can help. For more than a quarter century, we've been serving the North State because it's our home too. Give us a call at 221-0441 to let us help you review your policies and prepare you for whatever your future holds. Maxwell Insurance, 1378 Hilltop Drive, 221-0441.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Women of Vision show on KCNR 96.5 FM, 1460 AM. And we are sitting down talking with Sarah Morales, one of our Ashland sisters. So excited to have you on the show tonight, especially because we haven't had anyone from one of our other chapters on as a guest yet.
Although Sarah did come.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, although Sarah, you did come last year at our Women's Summit. That was so cool to see you.
Oh,
do the photo shoot.
I didn't know you were at the Summit.
I did the Unleash. I didn't get to attend the Women's Summit, but I got to meet a lot of people involved in it afterwards because I got to mingle with Maurice, and she was like, come in with us. I haven't seen you, you know. So I did the Unleash, which was a crazy thing for me to go outside my comfort zone.
I can't wait to see the pictures.
That looked really, really cool. It's good to get out of your comfort zone, girl. So we were talking about your career as a nurse and what inspired you to go into nursing. And you were just saying that even as a young woman and a young girl that you just always went that direction. Because there's a lot of other service positions. Really, you were saying that part of why you liked that is that you've always been a caregiver and a provider and wanted to help people. So I'm just curious, like, were you never squeamish? Like, that never was a thought? Like, you just...
Yeah, like blood or around sick people or, I mean...
No, this is how gross I am. So, I mean, working trauma, like, literally could see, you know, flesh out. And I'd be like, oh, yeah, I have spaghetti for lunch. I'm so hungry. But it goes back way deeper than that. Like when I was a kid and they would do blood draws, you know, they would tell kids they'd have the fish tank in the pediatrician's office and say, oh, look over there, you know, we're going to put this needle in your arm. And I'm like, no, are you crazy? I'm going to watch. Like,
You're like,
we're going to watch
kind
this.
of cool.
Yeah. And I'd ask them, like, what they were doing and how they were getting the blood out and, you know, all that stuff.
So you had it in you already. Like, I guess, you know, you didn't have to learn something or develop a habit. You just kind of, you incorporate
like
it in
an
your
innate thing.
Yeah.
Like, learn to not be squeamish.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope. I've always been a weirdo. My favorite show was ER, and...
No, that's awesome.
Nope.
I mean, it's like kind of like how I feel about, you know, teachers and stuff, too. Everyone is sometimes just meant for something. And like you said, Maurice, you don't have to learn it. It just is kind of like who you are, a part of you. So that's pretty neat that you know, you've always had that calling and that you followed through with it, too, because that's not an easy career. That's a lot of, you know, school and work. So, you know, you said you were in Arizona. Did you finish your nursing school in Arizona?
Nope, I was there for the 1 year, and I knew that I was doing one more year, so you have to do 2 years of prerequisites, and then you apply to get into the program.
Okay.
And I was like, you know, I don't know if I just want to stay here for another 2 years, and I think part of it was because I never really lived anywhere for a long time growing up, literally like a rolling stone. So I think we lived in one spot for 2 years, like once. And so I was like, no, before I dig in my heels and get in the nursing program, I better find a different program.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. That's huge. So how long have you worked as a nurse?
This June, it'll be 14 years.
Wow, that's amazing. I know a few women in town that is pursuing nursing. I mean, for somebody that's like already seasoned nurse, like what would you want to tell those ladies who's currently in school or about to finish? Something that you wish somebody told you while you were going to school? Like maybe like a gem that you know you could take with you and would be your stronghold if you were going through some rough spot while doing a career.
Yeah, I think, you know, without being too negative, it really is a hard career, and the healthcare system is evolving, and it's a money-making business. I mean, oh gosh, we could go on a whole podcast about this, but, you know, they just, you're kind of a number, as much as people in the community care about you and they're like, wow, you know, that's an admirable position. You don't get that support and that recognition from the administrators. And they might say like, oh, our nurses are the best, or they might throw a luncheon, you know, a couple times a year or give you a free T-shirt. We fight constantly to try to make sure that we are always standing up for our patients, and you know, there's going to be a lot of, you know, shit rolls downhill. And so as it rolls downhill, then the charge nurses, you know, the middle management kind of gets it, then the charge nurses get it, and then, you know, everybody's just kind of grumpy and fighting for their own. And there is a lot of backbiting, and there's been so many times where I thought somebody was my friend or genuinely cared about me, but when push comes to shove, it didn't always work out that way. And thankfully on the West Coast we have more unions, and we have more of a stance at the government position, but it's just not that way all over the world or all over the country. And you would be mortified to learn the way that nurses are treated, but we stay safe when we walk into that patient room. And so it's just that's one reason why I was so drawn to, you know, this entrepreneurship and this business ownership opportunity and Women of Vision, is because I didn't feel like I had a ton of relationships like that in the healthcare setting.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Absolutely. That's actually one of our next questions, was just because you are such a passionate nurse and you've been doing this so long and it's always kind of been a calling for you. It is interesting to hear you talk about transitioning into being more of an entrepreneur, finding your love in other things. How did that all come about, especially being so, you know, prideful in your job and what you've accomplished and what you do?
Yeah, you know, I was a great student. I did everything by the rules, and then, chronic illness struck in for me, and I had my own health and wellness journey, and I would see all the doctors, and I would do all the tests, and I was on all these medications, and I just wouldn't get better. And so there's the wellness journey piece, and finding my answers and my solutions was through naturopathy, which was not in the hospital and not Western medicine, and it just started to really open my eyes to just this whole animal and the societal, just the way that we look at the body and the disconnect between mind, body, and spirit in the Western world. And, when you talk about these alternative therapies, people in the hospital still, kind of laugh. They really, it's very egocentric to think that we as Westerners really just know the answers, and all that other stuff is just ridiculous. And so that started to pull me away, because that's just not where I found my answers, and I got my life back through naturopathy. And also when I started having a family, not showing up as the mother I wanted to be, because I was just exhausted fighting to pay the bills and working. There's always overtime as a nurse, so you can always work extra. I always thought, oh, wow, it's so great. You can always work extra, but you go and you take care of all these people and all these family members, and you come home, and when you have little kids, there's nothing left to give. And I'm just like, I can't show up like this. It's not fair. And I wasn't showing up as the wife I wanted to be, and I wasn't giving myself my own, self-care and cooking and exercising. And I'm just going, wait a second, how do I keep this up for 30 years and not look back and feel like regret and emptiness? And so I was on maternity leave with baby number 2, and I just started praying to the universe, universe, higher power, God, whatever that is for you. But I really was just opening my heart and opening my mind and allowing the answers to really come to me. And I realized going back to school wasn't the option. The mounting student debt was a lot. And listen, I was put on this earth with a loud mouth and a big heart for a reason, and I wanted to make more of an impact, and I needed something else. And I'm like, you can care for people without going to work and punching in and staying within this box, within this realm. And so that's kind of where I started opening up my mind.
So you came into this shift where you opened your mind to other possibilities aside from just having a nursing career. You kind of opened yourself to the possibility of entrepreneurship, and the way there was through your health and wellness journey.
Yeah. So I was on maternity leave, and then my friend came over to see the baby and I, and that's when I kind of learned about, home-based business and, this kind of role sort of manifested for me.
Did you have any mentors there, or was it something that you kind of just stumbled upon, in your entrepreneurship journey? How was there somebody guiding you along the way?
Well, not to necessarily make that decision. I can kind of a loner in that way, and I'm okay with that. But my husband's like, yeah, whatever you want to do. But I think what was so attractive about this opportunity was that it is a kind of team atmosphere, and it is, there are people who have done it before me. There's diverse types of women who have come and done, this same type of thing and home-based business, and they're there. It's not like you're just opening up a brick and mortar or, just kind of on your own. It is like this team and community atmosphere, and I was so craving that.
Yeah, well, it sounds like even though you're working with a team of nurses and doctors in your profession, and you would think it's such a team-based situation, it probably really becomes quite lonely, actually, because everyone's kind of doing their thing and exhausted and running around. And like you said, it's obviously you were craving something a little bit different than what you were actually receiving from where you were currently at.
Yeah, I felt like I was just going to work and giving more and coming home just super empty, just completely withdrawn of, physical energy, mental energy, playfulness. Yeah. My kids would do something funny. My one kid at the time would do something funny, and I would just be like not even able to laugh, kind of.
Right.
Or come up with a comeback, or, and then, the shifts are so long that everything gets pushed back for the whole day. So then you're playing catch up on your days off, but then you're also supposed to sit on the floor and play with your kids and not worry about that kind of stuff.
Well, you'll definitely have to tell us.
It's really hard to balance.
A little bit more about that. We're about to hit our next commercial break here. So when we come back, you can tell us a little bit more about trying to balance all of that. Again, I want to quickly mention a couple more sponsors. Josie Ramirez at Everbloom Skincare and Deborah Mitchell with Oils for Young Living. So we'll be back here shortly. KCNR 96.5 FM, the Women of Vision Show.
That doesn't happen to men.
It's not just a woman's issue.
It only happened once.
I will intervene.
But he's such a nice guy.
We will look out for each other.
What did she think would happen?
I will step in.
It's just the way people are.
It's on us to change the future for our children.
We will change the culture.
Get involved. One safe place. ospshasta.org/change the culture.
Hi, I'm Chuck Kenny with Shasta Gas Propane and Shasta Tanks. Many people may not know that we started a propane tank refurbishing business about 5 years ago. We pick up tanks from various propane companies, bring them to our yard in Anderson, where we blast the old paint and rust off, repaint them with a very durable paint, and then install new valves. The tank is just like a new tank. We primarily sell these tanks in truckloads of 45 to other propane companies. I'm telling you about our new business because many of you are installing generators because of the probability of the power being shut off this summer. Shasta Gas Propane now sells standby generators and propane tanks so that you won't be left without power. Give us a call at 365-3793 so we can come to your house and give you a quote on a generator and tank. Again, that's 365-3793.
Some things in life you can just rely on, like the comfy fit of a favorite pair of jeans and the tried and true performance of a new home comfort system from Rude. So here's to reliability, built into everything we do. Rely on Rude.
Get reliable comfort when the weather turns cold with a new heating system installed by the local pros at Alliance Heating and Air. Call Alliance Heating and Air today at 530-221-2642.
Hi, this is Brian Martin, president of We Back the Blue Shasta, wanting to spread the word to all North State first responders, police, fire, EMS, and dispatchers. We are bringing nationally certified Code 9 PTSD and suicide prevention training right here to Shasta County, starting March 24th at Simpson University. There are seminars for command staff, frontline first responders, or their families. We have paid so you can attend for free. Details and registration on our We Back the Blue Shasta Facebook page.
Reading Electric Utility cares about the whole community, and we offer an income-qualified residential energy discount program that can save you up to $400 a year on your energy bill. And once per year, CARES bill credit up to $300. To find out if your income qualifies you for a residential discount program and CARES program, call 339-7200. That number again is 339-7200.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Women of Vision show. This is Haley Clendenning, and I'm here with the beautiful Maurice Brown. And we are talking tonight with Sarah Morales. How's it going, Sarah?
Hello.
And we were just touching on your career as a nurse and some of the reasons that you were seeking a change in what you were doing and finding a bit more I don't know if passion is the right word, but just something else that fueled, more joy in your life. So, are you still currently nursing?
Yep. I work some weeks. I don't work a shift. Some weeks I work 1 or 2 shifts. It's just super flexible around my family and my business and super part-time.
Yeah, if you don't mind me asking, Sarah, what is this home-based business that you are finding so much joy in?
It's a dermatology-based skincare company, and it's it's network marketing, which I never even knew I never knew what that was.
Love
and
it. Being you.
Just this, it's, it's not foo-foo skincare. I tried everything. I tried I had my own, hyperpigmentation, which is the dark spots on your face after a baby, and I started getting hormonal acne, and, I always just kind of was looking for skincare, but it never, as beauty consumers, we just have such low standards and such low expectations, and so I would just never see a change from anything, and this friend who came over to see the baby and I mean, when she walked through the door, I was like, holy moly, what is going on? What did you, I didn't let her get closer to the baby. I'm like, what did you find? You have to tell me. And she's like, it's only been a few weeks. I'm like, what? And so I learned that it was, dermatology-based skincare. It's world-renowned dermatologists. It's transformative. It's, we don't put the onus on the consumer if it doesn't work. That's stupid. And so it was just like, that's right up my alley. It's science. It's dermatology. It's real. And it's an incredible opportunity to touch more people in both getting the confidence and feeling sexy and beautiful about themselves without layering on the makeup and just being in their natural skin. And then also the other side of, hey, are you struggling to balance that work-life mom balance? Here is a way to have this side hustle and to supplement what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fantastic. I mean, because honestly, there are, as a woman, there's so much skincare that is thrown at you from every direction. Mm-hmm. So many different brands. Try this, try that. It can be a little overwhelming. I'm not going to lie. Oh, yeah. It's kind of almost like, and you don't want to spend a ton of money on something that you are unsure of or, so it can be challenging to figure out or choose, a skincare line that is right for you or to invest in. Because, I'm not even going to lie. I'm that chick that's like, that's how much for a moisturizer?
And that's the thing. Yeah, as beauty consumers, we read all the blogs and we, search the reviews and then we ask our friends and we're piecemealing pieces together that we don't even know if it's really the right ingredient, the right formulation, if it's in the right step. Like for years, I bought this vitamin C brightening foaming face wash. Like, first of all, vitamin C does not get absorbed into your skin. Your skin is the largest organ in your body. It does not absorb vitamin C during your face wash. Second of all, if it's foaming, it should go in your latte, is what we say, not on your face. It's very stripping. And so there's so much advertising and smoke and mirrors and, all the onus is on the consumer. And we don't have time for that. We don't have time to wash our face. And now I have to go read reviews and blogs and then I don't get my money back. Like, every single woman in this country, if you go to her beauty drawer in her bathroom, you pull it open and it looks like a graveyard of products. It's all stuff put together in piecemeal. And you start using something, you're like, oh, this is going to be it. This is going to be it. And you use it religiously for weeks. And then you don't see any change or you use the whole bottle and then you're just like, done, and it's so sad. We just get roped.
What's the product? What's the company called?
Yes.
Share. That's the beauty of marketing, right? So I've branded myself as Modern Beauty Babe, and people can reach out to me, and I give comprehensive skincare consultations, and, there's no pressure. It's an open book, but they'll have to contact me.
What's your,
teaser.
So aside from making women or men look beautiful, what's your favorite?
Oh, yes, I have both.
What's your favorite part about this entrepreneurship journey that you're in?
It's just, the transformations, first of all, are just so amazing. Like I said, whether it's my client who has tried everything in acne, we are the acne experts, and it's whether they've tried every, 20 years acne journey and they've tried it all, high-end facials, the lights, antibiotics, the acupuncture and herbs, and then they, okay, Sarah, I'm ready to try. And within 2 or 3 weeks, they contact me and they're like, Sarah, I have no new breakouts. It's been 2 weeks. How is this possible? I'm like, girl, I'm telling you, we know our stuff. And we are here. I mean, our return rate is less than 0.5%. It's insane. And we're going global. Wow. So we're launching in Japan soon. And Japan is Asia is a huge skincare and beauty market. And it's amazing to see the transformations. I mean, we're world renowned. We're going to just take over. And whether it's anti-aging, whether it's hyperpigmentation, whether it's people battle rosacea, and this inflamed skin on their cheeks. I mean, we've got the answers, and we're all about removing barriers to dermatology. So, like I said, nobody's got time for that. I don't have time to go travel across town and go to a dermatologist appointment and bill my insurance, and it's hundreds of dollars. So it's like seeing the transformations in someone's own bathroom around their schedule with their skin, but then also being able to just find that their purpose and being able to connect to community again and going, I thought I was an introvert, but look, I'm like making my own money on a business right here. Like, this is really awesome.
You are so not an introvert.
People believing, other people being an introvert going, oh, no, I'm an introvert. No, I can't do that. And then they try it, and I'm like, girl, this is a mindset. This is a skill. Like, you are your own kind of genius. You can do this however which way you want to, and you will be successful at it. You just got to get your mind right.
Well, that's pretty incredible for a product, too. Just to throw in a little personal side note here, like, young ladies, that's huge, because I struggled with acne all through high school. Like, it was very uncomfortable for me. So I wound up actually taking Accutane. And that stuff is, like, gnarly, okay? So I didn't even finish a whole dose of that stuff. I mean, you're talking going in to get blood work to make sure that it's not doing things that you're, breaking down your body. So that's pretty incredible if you have a product that can do something more holistically than what some young women are willing to do to have beautiful skin.
Yeah, acne is a very common problem, and it's mortifying. It's not only, like, hurts people's confidence because they feel like everybody's staring at their face, but if you've ever had a really deep pimple or something, it's painful. It's horribly painful. And then it scars.
Yeah.
And, this is, again, the Western view of, well, just take a pill, whatever. It's like, no, and spot treatments and running around and chasing pimples with spot treatments. Like, pimple, by the time you see the pimple, that's weeks in the making. We need preventative, comprehensive skincare regimen that really is not that complicated. Like, you can go to a spa, and, I think people should be able to take, do facials and do the self-love and everything, but I don't think it should be required to have beautiful, fabulous skin. And, it's not affordable for a lot of people. And, it's daily, consistent habits that are going to clear up your skin and reverse the signs of aging and firm your skin back up and all that stuff. It's a lot easier than what we've been led to believe.
Yeah, if you meet Sarah, she has beautiful skin.
Oh, yeah. I've looked at your pictures. I stalked you earlier today. I was like, dang. But no, you touched on something really important, though, too, I think, is that we as busy moms and businesswomen and wives, like, we also don't need a skincare line that's going to take me an hour to do at night. Like,
no thanks.
Sometimes I'm not even going to lie, and this is sad to admit, but, like, there's nights I don't wash my face. I know. I'm going to hear it.
Or you just wash it with water.
But you know what I mean? Because you're exhausted and you literally you fall asleep on the couch. So you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, that's a huge thing, I think.
As a mother, I've learned that I wash my face, like, right after bedtime before I even try to wrestle the babies and put them down to bed, because by then sometimes I'm just too darn exhausted, especially if one of them, my 5-year-old, he just has a trouble winding down and processing his day. And so if I wait till then, I'm pouring myself in the bed. So it's like, that's my one tip for mamas. Like, just wash your face before you cook dinner, right after dinner, whatever.
Perfect. That's actually great. I was going to say, what other tips and tricks do you have to save us some time since we have you on the phone?
Yeah, exactly.
Because that is important. It is huge. Something as simple as washing your face.
Yeah, and then I have women who say, well, I only wash my face once a day. And I say, just make sure it's as long as it's at night. So if you're only going to wash your face once a day, just do it at night. And that can be hard for people because you wait till it's too late. So I'm like, just do it after dinner. You want to get everything from the day off of your skin, and when you sleep is when you rejuvenate and you repair, and your body is going into that hibernation repair mode. And so if you can get something good on your face and pull all the toxins and pollutants off your face, you'll actually see a decent amount of results, even if you're only doing it once a day.
So your company, do they do studies too? Like, I know that anti-aging is like huge industry.
Yeah. Yep, we do studies. We have our own product innovation.
So maybe when we come back...
I was going to say, we have about a minute before our commercial break. So before we dive too deep into that topic, because that's a great question, and I don't want to get you on a roll, you know what I mean? But I do have a quick one that you could probably wrap up fast for me. So what do you think about cold cream? Good old-fashioned Pond's cold cream?
Yeah.
No, asking for a friend. No?
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, putting cream on is better than not putting cream on, but you wouldn't believe, like, just in the inner aisles of your grocery store, how much filler there is in so much of our stuff. And, you know, they put a fancy label on the outside, and, you know, that's what's so great about network marketing is, you know, retail is dying in a way, and the way people buy is totally changing. And so if you can leverage e-commerce and be able to get fresher, cleaner products without paying, you know, most of when you buy something from a store, most of it is going to advertising.
Yeah.
So we don't pay for any advertising. So you're getting a higher quality product for a better price.
Good point. All right, so right before we hit our commercial break, I just want to mention Michelle Lane Coaching, Dr. Maria Salas, chiropractic and Airbond consultant, and then also Ash and Jazz from Within, and Bev Gray with Zervita, a few of our amazing sponsors that are making our show happen. So thank you guys so much. Hitting that commercial break. We'll be back here shortly. KCNR 96.5 FM, the Women of Vision Show.
Experience the life and story of artist and World War II veteran John Schuler through his paintings and memoirs in Turtle Bay's exhibit, Lost Man Blues, John Schuler, Art and War. Open now until April 26th. Learn more about this must-see art exhibition at turtlebay.org.
We are Women of Vision.
Hi, I'm Haley Clendenning.
And I'm Maurice Brown.
Join us for the Women of Vision show Tuesday nights from 6 to 7.
Women of Vision is a movement, women empowering women, locally and globally. We connect female professionals and entrepreneurs and encourage women to collaborate and achieve their personal and professional goals.
With a spirit of integrity and excellence, we will motivate you to thrive, activating your unique abilities. Join us Tuesday nights from 6 to 7 on KCNR 96.5 FM.
Hi, I'm Sharon Clark of Home Helpers. It's amazing to look back at all the families we've touched since 2004, but our clients say it best.
I want to express my deep appreciation for the love and support you and your...
So fortunate to have an organization like Home Helpers.
You'll never know how much your contribution meant or how greatly you touched our lives.
Thank you so much for helping me care for my husband.
After hearing what it's meant to them, I truly can't imagine doing anything else. When you need help for your loved one, choose Home Helpers. There is no place like home.
Founded in 1995, GI Pathology is the only physician-owned laboratory in the United States dedicated solely to the practice of gastrointestinal and liver pathology. The company provides the highest quality GI pathology diagnosis made exclusively by one of our fellowship-trained gastrointestinal and liver pathologists. GI Pathology delivers results to its Northern California client base within an industry-leading 24 hours. Call 888-2GI-PATH or go to www.gipath.com for more information.
For many people, their faith, their family, and their health are the most important things in their lives. Every day, the work that I do influences these things. Children go to college, couples move into their first home, people retire, businesses start, and charities are supported. All of this in part because of the work I do. I can make complicated things clearer so people understand them. I can solve problems and find solutions. People need someone to put their interests first. And for many people, I am that someone. I can lend an ear, stand with you during life's ups and downs, and provide that advice at just the right time. That's why I love my job. That's why I'm a financial advisor, Susan Eastman, with Wells Fargo Advisors in Redding, California, 243-7561. Once again, this is Susan Eastman with Wells Fargo Advisors. I'd love to be your financial advisor. Please give me a call at 243-7561.
Join the adventure in Turtle Bay's new exhibit, Treasure, open now until May 3rd. Learn about the history, people, and technology of treasure hunting and get involved with fun, hands-on activities. Learn more at turtlebay.org.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Women of Vision show here at KCNR 96.5 FM. And we are sitting down tonight talking with Sarah Morales, who we're just going to call the skincare expert.
Modern day babe.
Right. And bad A nurse. It's a multifaceted woman, this one. So we were just talking, though, about your entrepreneurship and your skincare that you not only probably use yourself, but that you are helping women with. And we were talking about anti-aging, and Marie's had a question for you regarding that.
Yeah, just curious about like if your company's doing research on that, and or if you have any tips of the trade on how to,
under eye lines.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. So our doctors are product innovators. I mean, they are formulation innovators. So one of the things that drives them is that they have been seeing patients and practicing for over 30 years. They're world-renowned. And when you go to a dermatologist's office, what they have in their toolbox is stuff that's actually made by the pharmaceutical company and chemists and marketers. So oftentimes when you go and you're paying, all this money and seeing this professional, but then what they have, it's not always optimal. Most of the time it's not optimal. And it burns people like, Retin-A. Retin-A is vitamin A, prescription strength vitamin A. But it's so harsh on the skin that they say about 85% of people will never refill and pick up that second tube. It's so harsh on the skin, it causes drying, irritation, peeling, and even it's not just for anti-aging. Actually, Retin-A, it helps with acne, it helps with rosacea, but when it's so harsh, you cannot put it on, open or broken skin. And so, our doctors are like, wait a second, people need vitamin A straight up on their skin, and they formulated one that is so gentle, it's within, less than a percentage of prescription strength Retin-A, but you don't need a prescription to get it, and it's buffered with calcium. So for all my science nerds, calcium is a super neutralizer, and it also has peptides, which are the building blocks to help you repair and rejuvenate. So it's like this amazing, rejuvenating, Retin-A miracle in a little capsule. And so those kind of things. So we are always doing research. We're always coming out with the best formulations that just absolutely absorb into your skin and give you the best bang for your buck.
Nice. I just had a total revelation, too. You are totally the best person to be selling face or, care to our skin, because you are a nurse. So you not only you've got the chops, you've got the education behind what it is that you're selling, too, not just, anyone off the block joining,
yeah, and, I mean, while we have so much training and there's so many people, I mean, you don't have to have a medical degree to do this, but what was so fascinating to me was the research that has been conducted within our, on our products and on our clinical trials, and the fact that it's not just, I love organic. I try to support organic farmers, and I eat organic, but I also go to a restaurant and I eat. And that's not going to be necessarily organic food. So people have this idea, and they've been marketed to that, I need organic skincare. Well, girlfriend, if that's working for you, great, but are you 100% happy with your results? Because I guarantee you're not. Because just because it's organic, just because it's straight from, you can squeeze an orange and put it right on your face, that doesn't mean that that it's going to absorb the same way. And it's all about absorption and the order that you put it on, and it's just, that's why this company really spoke to me. I was like, yeah, that's my jam. These women are proving it. They're elevating the bar. They're removing barriers, and I'm down.
Well, it sounds like you're all about balance, which is really kind of cool, and I feel like leads us into our next, thought too, is how do you balance being a nurse and then also being an entrepreneur and being a mother and being a wife? How do you find your balance, or is there balance, I guess?
Yeah, I think, this has been the key to balance for me, because, I mean, if you think of traditional entrepreneurship, you think of brick and mortar and employees, and people say it's scary, it's risky. People who are business owners, they're just constantly consumed. And that's what's so great about this modern business, network marketing. I'm telling you, women, whatever your passion is, whether it's helping women feel good about the clothes that they wear, whether it is helping them get fit or find the supplements that they need, there is a company out there that you can relate to that has credibility, that is doing their thing. And if you find this product that you're passionate about that really does change lives, it's so easy to recommend it to a friend, to start using it and have them see your results. And you're shifting. What's so great is that you're not just an employee anymore. You're shifting your tax deductions and your tax code to be able to make your money go further and be able to get more deductions. And right. And then I essentially started this business, and it was allowed me to pull back hours at the hospital. So now I'm straddling my time. So when I go to the hospital, I'm like, hey, I haven't been here in a while. This is awesome. Hey, how are you? And I'm not involved in the politics, and I'm, there for my people, and I'm fresh because I'm not doing it day in and day out over 3-4 days a week because I need the money. I'm splitting up my time, and then in my business world, I'm around like-minded people who want to talk about fun things that you can't do creatively as an employee, and it's such an amazing balance. And hey, you get to take advantage of a ton of tax deductions, and it's seriously the best financial thing. Everybody should be doing it.
Well, like you said, then you get to enjoy what you are doing again too. Get you kind of back to that place where you do go in a different light, in a different spirit, and enjoy it. So that's huge.
Yes.
Well, Sarah, we're coming up at the top of the hour, and I do have one final question for you before we wrap up. What is it that you want to leave our listeners, like how, you want to leave impact with them?
Yeah, the ladies that don't, that maybe are scared to make the leap too, or anyone, not just ladies, anyone that's looking to make a change in their life, their business, especially if it's something that's stable and, what would you leave our listeners with?
Yeah, I just, we were talking about earlier, like you said, that so much schooling with nursing and, so much preparation, and we have this idea about how we think life is going to go. And, I had somebody recently tell me, like, oh, your business is doing that great, so you're just going to give up on nursing? And it's like, I'm not giving up on nursing. I am stepping into my potential. My entire life has led me to this point. It led me to this opportunity. It led me to build upon all my life experiences and to be relatable to other people and to share that, like this, it's all a journey. It's not a destination. We hear that all the time, and it's like, all the skills that you've learned are building and grooming and like Michelle Obama's book, Becoming. And like, you're still becoming. It's an evolution. You're constantly moving and changing. And you don't just have to, if you're unhappy with stuff, keep your head down and work harder. It's about mindset and inner dialogue and choice. I mean, we live in one of the most abundant places on earth. I've met some of the most incredible people who came from way less than what I'm striving to come up against, and they have been able to change their lives. They live in gorgeous homes and travel the world, but it's more importantly about meaning. They're able to give back more than I ever made in 1 year of nursing. You know what I mean? And I want to be able to leave a legacy and be able to give back more than I ever took. And it doesn't matter if you're an introvert. It doesn't matter if you don't have a product innovation. It doesn't matter any of that stuff. You absolutely can do it. And it's just manifest it. Manifest it. It's real AF.
Yeah, absolutely. Get out there, too, and join, like you did with Women of Vision, and get out there and find your tribe, find the group of people that, light that fire within you. So where can we find you?
Let's see. I am on Instagram at Sarah with an H, .Rochelle, ROCHELLE. I'm on Facebook. It's Sarah Morales, and my email is modernbeautybabe@gmail.com.
Okay, because, hopefully you're going to get some. I think we're all a little bit intrigued here to figure out exactly who you work for. So, you guys, you got to reach out to her, let her know what's up, ask her your questions, and hopefully she can be your new beauty consultant.
I love how passionate you are and how excited you are. That's very important.
Yeah, you have amazing energy. I can't wait to meet you in person.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. This has been, I was nervous and excited for the opportunity. I'm going to rise up and step into it, and I appreciate what you ladies are doing, and that I just get to roll into this huge movement and become a part of it.
Tell the ladies we said hello. I believe you guys are meeting this Friday, right?
Yep.
6 p.m. at Luna Cafe.
Yeah,
and we have a speaker talking about growing business globally, so that's going to be exciting.
Oh, that's fantastic. So if you guys are in the area, make sure to make it out to that meeting if you can. We also have our vision development meeting coming up here in Reading this Friday. And what are the details on that, Maurice?
It's 1700 Pine Street, second floor. And our speaker is somebody who will help us improve our credit score.
Always need
and
that.
How to avoid some of the pitfalls. Yes, and every second Wednesdays of the month we meet at Cedar Crest. Although on March it's going to be at Maria Salas, who's one of our HealthWise chiropractor, one of our sponsors. And we do still have spots for our Realign retreat this coming June 18. Check that out on our website.
Yes, that's coming up fast. The 18th through the 22nd in Mexico, y'all.
That's right.
If you need some beach love, make sure to check out womenofvisionmovement.com for all of our other events and upcoming situations. Also, the Women's Success Summit, August 15th. So I hope everyone has a fantastic Tuesday night. Thank you so much for joining us here at KCNR 96.5 FM, 1460 AM. This is the Women of Vision Show.
We are Women of Vision.